towards you, and I can't stress this part enough. Notice, now that you've made a commitment, you're practicing this, notice the good that comes into your life. Because what we need on the other side of that awareness is, oh, look it, that really worked out well, and to be grateful for it. So pay attention to the little pieces of good that start to come into your life in bigger ways, or the gigantic pieces of good. Everything. Notice when people give you a compliment. Notice that. Notice if somebody takes you out to lunch and pays for it. Notice it. Notice if you got a promotion in your job. That would be a bigger one. Just start noticing all the good that's coming your way. And if you can connect it to, I'm giving, and look, I'm receiving. And keep both sides of that flow open. Notice it. Notice it. Pay attention. That's part of stay awake. Stay awake. So I thank you if you made a commitment. And if you're not ready to do that, I absolutely understand that as well. Always at your readiness. So I'd like to summarize visually what we've been talking about this week. So let's, first one. So here's, if you don't remember the titles, that doesn't matter. Ask yourself, what beliefs are blocking my good? Become aware without judgment. And am I willing to release these now? Okay, that's a practice you can do around prosperity. You can do this around health. You can do this around relationships. What beliefs are blocking my good? Become aware. Don't judge yourself. That's very important. And am I willing to release these now? The second one, imagine and visualize the new desired good in as much detail as you can. Get excited about it. I want to say one more thing about that, get excited. If you hear yourself saying, I don't want to get too excited in case it doesn't happen. That is old negative thinking. Just that. I get it. People go, oh, I don't want to get my hopes up because it might not happen. If you don't get excited and get your hopes up, it ain't going to happen. Can you say that again? If you don't get your hopes up and get excited, it ain't going to happen. You need to get excited. You need to get your hopes up. Not unreasonably, right? You know. So, like, oh God, I lost his name all of a sudden. Lisa, what's the dude? Jack Sparrow.
Oh, Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Where'd she go? All right. Well, I was going to say for her, Johnny Depp probably isn't going to slide into her apartment anytime soon. That would be her like, woo! So not unreasonably so, you know, but if you hear yourself saying, I don't want to get my hopes up, I don't want to get too excited because it's not going to come true, or in case it doesn't come true, you've just blocked your good. So get excited about it. Next part, third one. Remember that the source, God, whatever you like to call it, wants to express fully through you. God does not express, if you're trying to live a little, like a little, oh, not worth it, then God's not expressed. God wants to express fully through you. Believe that you receive, that was a teaching from Jesus. Pray, believe that you receive it, and let it flow. Then, today, stay awake and committed to your good. Practice giving and receiving. Remember, the door is already open. And then we have one more of them all on one page. What blocks my belief, visualize my good, let it flow, and stay awake and practice. This is what we've been dealing with. You can apply this anywhere, all the time. And what you will come to realize, after you keep going for a while, is the door that I've been talking about for 4 weeks. The door is your consciousness. It's not out there. The door is already open, is your consciousness. When that dawns and you realize that it's me letting it floating it out or me blocking it, that's huge. Right now you can see it as a great universal door if you want to. It's really the same thing. But you'll come to realize that it's your consciousness. 2 more little quotes. Last week I read this from Ernest Holmes, and I got a lot of feedback. A lot of you really liked it. So I'm going to share it again. He says, I know I am now at the threshold of all good, wisdom, and truth. All the good I can embody is now mine. I have only to open the portals of my soul and accept that which is ready to express through me. I expect fully and emphatically the answer to my prayer today. Right now do I possess this thing I so greatly desire. I remove my fear of lack, for it is the only barrier which stands in the way of my experience of good. I alone can remove it, and I remove it now. In this moment, my good comes to me enough and to spare, to give and to share. I am now at the threshold of all good wisdom and truth. All the good I can embody is now mine. I have only to open the portals of my soul and accept that which is ready to express through me. And all month long, Rumi has been getting the last word. The door is wide and open. Don't go back to sleep. Let's pray. We join together, as always, first remembering the one power, the one source. Whatever name you like to call it, call upon it now. You can call it God, the one source. You can call it universal presence. You can call it it. Doesn't really matter. Call upon the God of your understanding right now with me as I speak this word and bring that into your awareness. This one source is infinite and it is omnipresent. This one source creates everything we see on this planet, all the trees and the butterflies and the dogs and the animals and the people, all of it. This one source created you and I, and it gave us all of itself in microcosm. I know that the love that we feel is the love of the divine. I know that the intelligence that we use every time we think is the intelligence of that one source. I know that all the good in our life stems from the abundance of the universe. This is the truth. And I align all of us with it now. Speaking my word that today, from this moment forward, we stay awake. We know the door is open and we stay awake. I speak my word for us that all the good we can imagine is working its way to us and attracting us to it. We are moving in and out of this door, easily flowing, releasing our blocks today. I speak my word for great abundance, great health and wholeness, great relationships, great love, great peace of mind. And I know that each one of us is on our own unique path. I honor that path. I honor that path, and I know that as we walk it, greater good and greater good and greater good is happening to us. And I know that as it happens, we each in our own way can say, thank you, life. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Gratitude increases our life. And so I give thanks. I give thanks myself. I practice gratitude for all the good that's happening here at Harmony Center, individually and collectively. I give thanks to speak this word, and I release it now into the spiritual law that knows how to create. I let go